I'm here. It's me.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nilla Bear.
Nilar bar. That was a definite conversation yesterday with the Nilla Bear, Nilla Bar, Nilla BR. Oh, hey, we're doing stuff. John Lau.
Well, right as I closed it.
What? Way to go. Douchebag.
Hitting my thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now we're talking.
Oh. Now you got my whole sink and everything on there. It's fine.
I don't know what we're doing. Was it always that wide? Or we usually have more of the corner and...
We had more of the corner because you've got most of the corner of the table cut off. Do you want to rotate it some?
I mean, sure. If you don't want everybody to see your super cool sink.
I mean...
I thought you were just showing it off.
Show off my new cart.
Hey, there's Janice! Oh man, now the banner's not centered anymore. You have to make it wrap around the wall. Alright.
We need more command strips! Yeah, we...
Ryan Davis, hello. Here in your shop today working on the newest base camp buggy. I saw that. It's definitely taking shape. Oofda.
This does have the lowest of low boys shock rod ends.
Ah, the lowering rod-ins.
Yeah.
You got your shocks? I have my tools.
Yeah. I want to finish swippy swapping my tires.
Okay, fine.
And then I will...
Oh no. Speaking of swippity swap, I don't know that I threw my wheel thing in here.
Do you need to borrow one?
No, because I'm not in really any kind of hurry because I didn't bring a whole lot to do. I think next week, if I don't work on it this weekend, I might bring that YJ. I took the body armor off.
Yeah.
I am at the point of doing the comp cut. Yeah. Well, I sent my RC reseller group a picture of it. I can't remember what we were talking about.
Somebody wants to buy it?
No. Well, Andrew was like, you realize that's like a $300 body, right? And I was like, oh, well, I got 3 of them, so it's fine. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm getting ready to cut this bitch up. That's what I'm doing. Brayden, she's knocking again. Pen pal. Prisoner 914 762.
Oh, right.
She only went to prison for murder and
Arson.
Arson. Set his house on fire. All right.
Jake the Taco Guy, what's up?
Yo. Tommy, afternoon. Nice decor. Thank you. That's my oldest banner. And we needed something to break up the back, which didn't really work because I guess it did a little bit. We blend in a little bit more now. We're not so like, wow.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
The doctor is in.
Hello. Jason Suter said, good evening, fellers.
Good evening to you too.
John, is Matt ever in a big hurry? Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, depends on the day.
Depends on the day. Depends on the destination. But there are definitely days that I hurry things along. So how about you guys? Are you all doing wonderfully? How have you been? What have you been doing? What do you plan on doing? Are you also working on things?
Ooh, Dustin said he needs to send us one for the right wall.
Hey-o, go for it.
So maybe we put our sponsors over there.
Yeah, we're like getting cool. I mean, we're not, but they think we are.
Yeah.
I got my new inserts.
New basement.
There we
It's
go.
the same basement that's got a refresh.
Yeah. Don't do it. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. All right then, Derek the Bud, to tell you. Oh man, I'm missing bolts. Motherfucker.
Good God.
I agree. And this one's done. Convenient. So I believe, I'm not really sure actually what I'm doing. I think I'm getting rid of some visions for one. Those are the ones that are kind of on the chopping block there. I realize I have 4 sets of the, I believe these are snowflakes. There's one down there, there's one here, and there's one.
Jordan broke the internet again. You are welcome.
Let's see.
Are all of these vented? Yeah.
I need to send you one, a banner. Jake said working, sleeping, and repeating.
Fuck, I should probably put inserts in these.
Dustin said he's actually having a new logo made. That's pretty cool.
No sound.
Bro. Well, I'm done. We'll see what we can do here.
Well, while you're up, I'm
Get phones and inserts. How about now? Catch me outside? Hello? Aha! Okay, there we go. It sounded good before also. Okay, so John was the only one with no sound. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. So, anywho. Put those in there. Okay, let's see, that goes there. This goes here. Alright, so anyway, back to the comments. They have sound. It sounded good before. What?
Is there room for me to go?
Well, yeah, I'm not that fucking fat. Dickhead. Jesus.
I guess there is room.
I don't think there was that much room do you need? Oh, we've got the spotlight. No wonder it's so dark in here.
Oh, God.
Well, we were
Fucking amateurs.
a little busy. You know what I'm saying? We were wiping down banners and listening to your wife talk about fucking life shit. Okay. That makes a big difference. Oh, I just watched it. Alright. So anyway, I have like 3 or 4 sets of stars. One on the truck, one here, one somewhere, I don't remember. Then I've got, I can't remember what these are called. I'm going to be selling those. And I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So.
Alright, everyone has sound, other than John
Well,
sounded like.
that sounds like a John's end problem and not our end problem.
Correct. Yeah, because Ryan said it sounded good before also, so.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
maybe I jumped to conclusions a little bit, you know.
Get your shit together, John.
Yeah, John. What are you doing?
Joey's RC Life, what's up everyone? Dealing with the rain here in Columbus, Georgia.
Ugh. We did that for a while.
Yeah.
It rained here for like a week straight. That sucked. Tommy said, unfortunately I can hear you. No Mystery Science Theater here. Voiceovers now. Well, I'm sorry / glad. However, whatever makes you happy. It was also good seeing you yesterday, by the way. My truck did terribly, but I did have fun hanging out with my friends, which I believe is the whole point of doing what we're doing, yeah?
Something like that.
I kind of am to a degree. It was a YouTube problem. Backed out, came back, now I can hear you. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that it was fixed. So, Ryan said, so I got a hold of VP, and in order for me to get the bearing holders, I have to give them my order number and some other stuff, and I don't have any of that.
That's
Yeah.
that sounds like that came straight from one person.
Yup. That sounds like
Well,
someone
I
know.
guess Triel's getting your money then.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. That sucks.
Yeah, that's stupid.
The only thing I could say is if maybe you still have it in your email somewhere or something, but I don't know. That's one thing I do that, maybe I would suggest is anytime I get a confirmation email, I keep that until I get my order open and make sure everything's like actually open, not just open the box and go, oh, it's all there.
Yeah, but his was just like my set of axles where they were beat to hell and
No, yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, I don't know if anybody else does that, but I'm a little precautious sometimes. Yeah, gotta take my precautions.
Did you see Pulled Pork said he needs one of those banners?
I did not, but if you get on Vistaprint, I'll send you the file, and you can pay $195 or something for it, like I did. Unless you want one for yourself, then you don't need my file, but you still have to pay $197 or whatever it was. And this is the older one. My new one was more than that. The your favorite YouTuber's least favorite YouTuber one that I just got before Beat the Creek. That way nobody could see it because it rained all day and all weekend and nobody came by. That one.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, I paid a lot more for that one. Is that a metal cage I see on the IJ or whatever it's called? Yes, sir. It sure is. I built that Saturday. No, I won't build you one.
Why, he wouldn't do anything with it anyway.
That's true. It just sit on the shelf. I wouldn't even probably have to braze it together. Just use a little super glue or something. How long have you had Vanilla Bear? Like since March?
Not that long.
April? It had to be at least April, right?
Yeah, it was sometime.
Because he had time to paint that ugly purple color. I see a twin there too. Twin? Like two or like a VFD twin?
Well, I have a VFD twin
Oh, okay.
over here.
Mine's a regular VFD, but I didn't know which one he was talking about.
And I have a regular one in this one as well.
Yeah. Looks like we have the same transmission in ours. From like a Pro or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in that, to tell you the truth. I don't plan on being hard enough on it to really need anything crazy.
Do you have, what phones are you running? Your normal setup?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know which ones these are. Because I don't think these have holes in them yet. Because I mounted them and then realized that they're on Visions and that I didn't put holes in them and I didn't unmount them.
Here's a topic of conversation.
Okay.
What do you all like better, a more rounded tire or more of a flat treaded tire?
The answer is yes.
I prefer a rounder tire, and Matt prefers big fucking squared off. Yeah.
I do. I like big squared off stupid tires, as Jordan calls them. Oh, let's see.
When I am mounting up some MTRs and some SSD Walker Evans.
I do like this. RC Garage Guy said, did you have to get that approved by the designer of the files? I did not. I will openly tell that guy to below me. How many Vision sets did I buy? The other day I didn't buy any because I already had all of those. Other than the, can't remember what those ones are. The ones that look like the 5-star like hot rod wheels. I wasn't a fan of those, so I didn't get any of them. I could have bought them whenever we beat the creek, and I just wasn't a fan. Glenn said, I just wanted to drop in and see what y'all were wrenching on, heading to bed. Night night, Pookie.
Heading to bed. Dang, it's not even my bedtime.
7:15. He's got to go night-night. That way he can say he's going night-night, and then he can get on in 2 hours. And be like, oh, you guys are still on? That's crazy.
Good night, Glenn. Sweet dreams.
And also, he said flat. Your contact patch should be flat/square. Well, on the bottom, it's always flat. I do have to say that I don't mind the look of the front tires being round because of the caster gain and all that stuff.
What's gross?
That fender flare action there you got going on.
Well, it's the wrong side.
I was gonna say I hate that a lot regardless. Okay. Teleguided said bonjour. Bonjour. What was that thing they said?
Dustin prefers Thunder Chickens.
I like Thunderbird. I like the way they look. Or Thunderbirds. I like Thunderbirds too. But I had a Thunderbird for a while.
That's what you gotta get. Gotta get you a turbo coupe.
I had a turbo coupe. You didn't know that? I never told you that.
I maybe did.
I had an '88 Thunderbird turbo coupe, and it was scary. I thought I'd talked about that before, because it had like 260,000 miles on it, and they replaced nothing other than engine parts, and it had a turbo and a boost controller, and it had ARP studs and stuff. And the guy said it put I think it was 343 to the wheels, and I believe it. And it would fly for what it was, and whenever you were getting on it, it was like, wow, like everywhere, but the tires weren't spinning. It was just the 1988 rubber bushings just in there flailing about. Yeah. Me and Robert went up to, where did we go? We were both working second shift. It was before, I think I was still working construction. And it was like getting into winter. I was getting ready to get laid off, I'm pretty sure. And we were cruising Craigslist one night and found it. And we drove up to like Fort Wayne or something. Like, not close. In the like sleety, wet snow, whatever. Looked at this car in the dark, which is one of the number one rules of things you're not supposed to do. And dude told me all about it. I got in, drove around the block, was like, yep, we'll take it. I think I paid like $1,000 for it or something.
Nice.
Yeah, it was stupid. I drove it for about, I don't know, a month and a half. It started to make a little noise, and I threw it back up on Craigslist for like $1,200. I think I got my $1,000 back out of it. Went about my way, but it was super cool.
Speaking of Thunderbirds and Fords, looks like Doug and his group did pretty well in Bonneville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I'm Vanilla.
Yeah.
That's my new screen name, Vanilla Bear. William Chandler, what is going on, sir? Joey says, well, does it depend on what you're using the truck for? I think so, personally, I guess. I don't know. And it also depends on what tire you're looking at. Like, I really like Swampers, but you could argue that that's got a round profile to it.
Right.
If you put a lot of air in real life, or you fill it with foam, they're pretty round.
So like we pretty much run the same foam setups. I've kind of adopted your setup.
Yeah.
So the tire's only gonna the profile of the tire isn't gonna change a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I prefer crawlers or the TSLs over the Yokohamas, for instance. I hate the look of the Yokohamas.
I like them.
The big fucking square edge.
I like that part. I do. I like the Yokohamas. I like Treps a lot. But then on the other side, Travis had Treps on his Pro Mod. And since he took them out west and took them to the sandpaper rocks,
For 3 days.
yeah, for 3 days straight, they're definitely rounded over. And the front ones are especially round because, like I said, you're turning and all that stuff. So, and William said it's Nyla Bar. Thank you. Joey's RC Life says, was it a 3.8 turbo? No, it was a 2.3 actually. It was a 2.3 and a 5-speed. He said, but mine was a 93. Nice. Basically, 93 is the newer body style though, right? That's the like more aero looking one, I believe. Yeah, I like those too.
I don't know.
I like those too. If it's cheap and it's dumb and like fast enough to be semi-scary, I'm usually in.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially if it's weird. I'm a big fan of just weird ass non-mainstream cars. You couldn't give me a first gen Camaro. You could give me a 70 Chevelle because like that's still worth money and they're kind of cool. But
Meanwhile, I'm basic white bitch over here. I'm like, yep, I'll take one of each.
yeah,
Give me a Fox body.
I prefer what most people consider the ugly Chevy 2s. I like the early ones. I'm not a huge fan of the 66, 67. Not a big fan of those. Alexander said, "Oh fuck yeah!" I'm not real sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
yeah,
just
fuck
being.
yeah.
I mean, if you're excited, I'm excited. William said, "Took the Muse apart last night. 3 of the 4 shocks are empty, and I changed the tire inserts. Nice. That doesn't work well. I know a guy that sells deluxes to local people, especially, and I don't believe you were a customer. Do you guys enjoy trailing or comping more, and does anybody still enjoy the barn and BTC even after several years of going through it?" That is a lot of questions.
So, question 1: do you enjoy trailing or comping more? We prefer trailing more.
Yeah.
Here lately, we've only done comps though.
Yeah, we took the year off from comping to go trailing more.
Yeah.
And we've actually gone trailing less.
Yeah, we have not trailed at all.
Jordan has been doing things. I've been building trucks, honestly.
I've just not been doing shit.
I have a lot of things that I really would like to take to Rocktober that I'm trying to get done. I don't know if anyone noticed that there was no video today, and that was not on purpose. I went to go start editing it, and there's a time-lapse part. Well, there's 2 time-lapse parts, I believe, and they were fine. The other part where I'm actually speaking about what I'm doing didn't make any sense. I tried to cut it apart. Some of it was messed up. Some of it was repetitive from the other crew cab, and it was just really terrible. So I just decided I was going to scrap it all. And ooh, I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Nope.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I decided that none of that is going to make it, and I'm going to have to redo it. So, but since there's 26 of you, and that's 10% of the people that watch my videos, I guess. One of the trucks is the Ram Charger. I've gotten it on a frame. Well, I guess I've got a frame made for it. I lifted it, and then it has a set of ingons for it. So, super freaking pumped about that. I almost bought paint for it the other day, but I didn't.
Back to Jason's question.
Yes.
Does
I enjoy trailing more for sure. Especially, but it's not like I don't enjoy comp. I like We Rock stuff, but I think that's because we get to build buggies. That's always a positive for me.
yeah.
And as far as the barn,
I've done it twice, I think.
yeah, I've done it 2 or 3 times. The thing is, like maybe you and I won't think it's that cool, but if you're 10, for one, you're
Yeah.
going to think it's really cool to begin with, regardless. And then B, like, you've still got new people coming to Beat the Creek, or people that haven't been there in 5 or 6 years, that are still going and, thinking that it's super cool, etc., and everything. So, it doesn't do much for me personally. Oh, shit. No wonder this wouldn't come apart. I forgot these had this. These are old school Visions. The rear ring is held in by 6 screws inside.
The hell?
Yeah. I forgot that these were that old. I don't know if that makes them worth more or less.
William said he does have a set of drafts there on his Unlimited.
Well, if you need
you.
more, I can always order them, and I always try to help you guys out. I don't get a huge discount from Deluxe, so I can't do a whole lot. But Joey said, well, okay, I'll let you. Are you on the same page as me about the barn? Like, is that, or do you have anything to add to that?
No,
That's a good question, though.
I agree.
Honestly,
Because, like, everyone is, like, I much more prefer the creek section
oh, 100%.
than the barn.
Yeah, I prefer Trail 1, and I like the trail
6 and
leading
9.
up to the barn. That I do like. I like the trail leading up to the barn because it has some really cool spots where you're going up the creek or you're going through the creek when it gets really super nasty and like there's a little bit of water and some of those little, I don't even know what you'd call it, where your truck kind of goes down a little bit and then just comes back up. It's just like a little divot. Well, every once in a while, a little bit of water and a lot of stupidity, and those get really nasty, and I like that part.
Also, Jason said he is really excited for the barn, even though he's been through it for the last 7 years.
Well, that's completely okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for whatever makes you enjoy whatever the hell you're doing. As long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't have anything negative to say, like, honestly, you know. Joey said, what about Braven? I like Bravens. I have some Braven iron sides on Pineapple, and I like them a lot. I went up from a 419, and the Bravens are 4.3, and they're perfect for that truck. I like them a lot. And I think the fact that the Pineapple is heavy is why they work.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a lot like we were talking about, like the G8 compound here, where if you've got a 5-pound comp truck or under, like it's never really going to do anything unless you're a beast and just make everything work because you're fucking giddy. Joey said longer. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, no longer. We're talking about Thunderbirds again. At that time, maybe 375. Nice. Let's see. Meat trail number 69. What are you talking about? You're retarded.
Got to be.
I love it. Oh, you're so funny. Got to beat the meat, but it was wet. Yeah, if it would have stopped raining after Friday, Beat the Creek would have been super cool.
Yeah.
I could have 100% handled that amount of mud. Like, when we went on the Trail 2 Friday morning before everybody got there and I broke my TF2 and things like that, like, that amount of sticky, like, you can throw a little mud around, you know, some things are kind of slick, but it's not stupid. I think it was awesome. Cody said, I'm competitive, so if it gates or fall leader, I enjoy most aspects of building and driving. I think that's really, true, and I think that's one. I saw a guy asking about why everybody likes crawling because he thought it was stupid, and I think that's one of the things I like about how I've kind of set up everything. I don't necessarily I set up, but like with who I've surrounded myself with, I guess, and what we do. I do like going out with Doug and Jordan because Doug will outdrive me all the time. Jordan will almost always outdrive me as well. Like, that just is what it is. So for me personally, I'm trying to build things to see if I can keep up with them. So I like that part. And I don't know if that's me being competitive or me just, I mean, I'm definitely trying to be better. I've said it 1,000 times. They've both made me a much better driver, which I mean didn't take much because I was not good.
When it's not working, let me grab more throttle.
Sometimes you just got to heat them up. Isn't that what you said yesterday?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to heat up the crawlers. Joey said, love that tire. I do too. I like the Bravens a lot. I've got 2 or 3 sets. The ones I didn't like were, what's the other one? the other Braven that's almost like an all-terrain tread.
Berserker?
Yeah, the Berserker. Or no, wait, maybe I got that backwards. Is it Berserker?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's iron sights. Shit, I don't know. I have the 4.31 on the Pineapple. Gotten to a point where I can't remember what damn tire is on. William said Matt gives them all the S's.
It's true.
I have toned down. I only really got super dumb like once or twice yesterday.
Which is impressive because the courses yesterday
Were kicking my fucking ass.
kicking my ass too.
I went home and told Liz, she's like, how'd you do? And I was like, not good. It was just not good. Blind guy, hello. Hope everyone's
going on,
doing
blind
great.
guy?
Same. But yeah, yesterday I felt like, I think you and I talked about it on the way home, but obviously we haven't talked about it with them. My truck is a little different than everybody else's. It's a little longer and it's definitely wider. And there are things that my truck does well that I would say not a lot of other people do well. There was a certain point in like that nasty rock pile behind there, whenever we were like off camber and you got to go over that square rock and stuff. My truck being wider and longer would hold that line when I know a couple of the other people, flipped over or whatever. It's good at that. However, there are some things that the wheelbase definitely kills me. Like when everyone can kind of do a double bump and then all of a sudden I end up hitting both rocks at the same time. Bouncing like a ship in the ocean just back and forth and getting upset and forgetting.
Grabbing more S's.
Grabbing more throttle and more S's for sure. I like that thing a lot though.
Yeah, it's working well.
Yeah. I'm really happy with it.
I mean, it obviously wasn't a rockabilly yesterday, but
True. It wasn't a rockabilly yesterday. They definitely were doing well.
well, blind guy, happy birthday.
Yep. Hey, this isn't a family channel. That's funny. It's my birthday and I'm building a VRD straight axle. Very excited. Nice. Happy birthday. I would sing to you, but I don't think everybody would probably rather me not. So, but
I definitely would rather you didn't.
I'm sure you would. So, sold that set. What? William said got his ass kicked in Pro Mod. Joey said he sold the set of, whatever those are. I think they're Berserkers or whatever. The 419s. I don't believe I've sold them yet, but I'm going to get rid of them. I just did not like them. William said I should not have tried 2 of the bonuses. Every once in a while, I legitimately think Rob sets up this is a trick. Maybe not so much in WeRock because you still get a -5
Yeah.
if you get through it or whatever, but I also, I don't know if you've noticed, but other than the other day when I was upside down and finished with like 0.001 of a second left, I usually have a lot of time left. And I don't think I think about, you only have 6 gates, or 5 gates really, plus 2 bonuses, and you have 6 minutes. So you almost have a minute per gate, and when I hear, oh, you've got 3 minutes, that's plenty of time. In my head, 3 minutes is basically 14 seconds from now.
Yeah.
So I do have a problem slowing down.
I like that.
I do too. I think those MTRs are good.
Yeah. Let me get started on my cage.
Yeah, bud. Can't wait to see it. What's it gonna look like?
What?
So what's it gonna look like? Just bars?
Bars.
Bars.
Bars here and bars there. And
Ah, gotcha. Kind of like downtown. William said, I tried that last one on C2 and hit the gate 5 like Jordan did, and C3 was that last bonus. Oh, I didn't do very well on course 3. I almost pretty much just gave up and just started. I don't know if you saw my truck go up and over the whole damn hill and then roll down and then come all the way around. But I was not. But I stayed, I stayed calm. I didn't throw anything. I didn't get upset. I just said, man, I'm just having a bad day today. Golly gee whiz.
Shucks.
Black guy said, I thought the VRD straight axle builder's kit came with Sinner diff gears. I was wrong on machine gears, so I didn't need to order machine gears. Although I did get an overdrive front. New diff gears for the 400, I guess. I
think their kits are starting. They're going back towards like
what they should be.
Kits are upgraded, ready to runs, or not.
Yeah.
So it is nice to see that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't run a business clearly, but I think they built a brand on one thing and then pivoted to another, and I think maybe that hurt. I think it hurt in the long run, but that's just me. Did I show you this, by the way? This is my little sander, dude.
Kinda.
Yeah, so you take this little plastic piece of shit here and you click it in somehow. There you go. And then you got a little, and it just sands for you. See?
Nice. Now I have to sand my body.
You should anyway.
No, I was just gonna print it.
Were you?
Call it done.
Is that what the pores do? Okay, that's fine.
Brandon!
You should tell him that's how he's got to work off his rent.
What?
You don't sound like, well, you kind of do sound like Brandon.
Nothing.
Okay, Levi.
It was a joke.
Well, I'm making him cook your dessert, so be nice.
Oh.
Okay, fine.
Lame.
Yay!
Good evening, Todd.
Hi, Todd. Speaking of kicking ass in a rockabilly yesterday.
Getting pissed 1-9 on C3. Couldn't get past gate 3.
Yeah, I watched that. I was not.
Was that unlimited?
Yes, that's the. Were you over there when he was running?
Maybe.
He was very upset about it. So I just I let that go. But when he says he couldn't get
Thank you,
past
Ryan.
gate 3, he tried like 4 or 5 times, and his truck was just like, nope, I wouldn't do it.
I think I was picking up gates at that point.
Let's see. Jordan, those wheels look wicked on your IJ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Those are, what are those based off of?
They're Walker Evans.
That's what I thought.
But these are the SSD champions.
Yeah. Because Walker Evans was a champion.
See some.
Probably take that last bolt out. Let's see. Joey said, looks like you have a bigger tire on the back. Is that because of the foams?
No. It's just.
Sitting kind of funny. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's sitting at an angle. Get out of there.
Although it still looks that way. In
real life.
I don't know. Are they different size?
Shit, I don't know.
Did you give me different size tires, you
Could be.
jackass?
I mean, it's totally possible. Don't. You can always read the sidewall. They're only 50,000 of an inch different or something like that, right?
I think it's because It's got a nice rake to it at the moment.
Ah, the hot rod rake that you love so much.
That I love.
Jordan's a huge fan of the front being a little bit lower than the rear.
Yeah. Yeah, huge fan. Huge.
Huge. Let's see. William said I should have come up the bonus. I don't know. Looks like I'm gonna have to come out there and try to shut Travis down. I'm all for this. I'm 100% in favor of you coming and hanging out with us for sure.
True.
I would like your. I would really be interested in your input of everything. Not just like the way it's run or whatever, but in general.
Travis is definitely
And Travis is definitely a driver for sure.
yeah.
He's
It's good competition.
Yeah. And I like him too. Like he's actually fun to comp with and not
Yeah.
a douchebag. So we do have some douchebags locally.
Yeah, Joey, I think it's just the stance of the Jeep at the moment, but they are all the same size tires.
Yeah, mine sits a little front heavy as well, I think, right? I don't know, mine just sits on the bump stops, never mind. That's what the cool kids do. It's not annoying or anything. Todd said, oh, wait, hang on, time. Teleguided said, get Fish Boy some sanding pads. Why are you Fish Boy?
I don't know.
Because you like fish?
Get
Who fucking knows?
Who knows? Canadians, you know what I mean? I do like
blind
those-
guy. Can you translate that for us?
I do like those sanding pads he was showing us. I don't have any, I've got the blue and green ones I've used. I probably use some that are more coarse as well, but I don't know if they make them. Todd said Unlimited was tough for sure, and he said, Cody, that would be cool, great if you could come over and hang out. I agree. Especially if we pre-planned it when it wasn't like hotter than balls. We could do all sorts of stuff. Go trailing on Saturday somewhere and then comp on Sunday or something. If I told my wife that I have a friend coming in from Colorado and see him once every never. So.
My prison pen pal is coming in.
My prison pen pal. Yes. Me and my prison bitch. My prison bitch. Let's see. Todd said we definitely have to stay on point with Travis. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel too bad if I, don't win to a guy that owns his own comp truck, RC chassis building business, goes to nationals and does at least decently well. I can't remember exactly how well he did, but it's not like I'm losing to team drivers or anything. I mean, but.
Oh, Brazen Brett.
Hey,
Good evening,
speaking
sir.
of people owning their own comp truck companies. What happened? Oh, he came and stopped in Colorado on his way to Nats in Utah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I think that would be part of my problem doing something out west like that. Is like, if you're out there, I'd want to go see
Everything.
people. Yeah, everything and all the people, like, see if Cody could show me around cool spots in Colorado and then go to Utah and then might as well go to Oregon and go see Don. Go
He's in Washington.
or Washington. I know what I meant. One of them fucking Pacific Northwest states that pass out.
Ooh, Brett said he's building another pair of buggies to come
Heyo.
race some more.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Also, another person I like having around just to hang out sometimes. Colorado Adventure Club said, anytime, let him know. I may do that. Maybe we can convince the wives that we'll go out there for like something stupid and girly, and then we'll go out there and just go crawling with Cody.
There we go. Ooh, we could go back out to Glacier National Park
Yeah?
and just go.
Hey girls, me and Jordan are gonna go look at something real quick and just not come back for like 4 hours. Just assume we got 8 by mountains. Don't worry about it. Ooh, there's hot springs and stuff? Hell yeah. Can we take a bath in the hot springs?
Did you see that video recently of the bear that I think it was in like Yellowstone or something? Fell into one of the. I guess it wasn't a hot spring. It was. Yeah, isn't that?
It was one of the mineral springs.
Yeah.
And it like baked it basically.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a bear. I thought it was like a
Or moose?
elk or something.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but yeah, I saw that. R.I.P. bear. R.I.P. Was it a Nilla bear or a chocolate bear, you think?
It definitely was not a Nilla bear.
That's good. I bet that was AI. I don't...
That was in fact not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that was real.
Now the bunnies on the trampoline.
That pissed me off, because I thought that was real, and I was like, oh, that's super cool.
I
Now
saw
need a
one
bunny.
that was a killer whale bouncing off the trampoline.
Stupid. Let's see. Brett said, also slapping C1 and C2 back together. I will not see you on those days, but if you come to We Rock things, I will see you, for sure. And convinced my wife we needed to go to Zion so I could wheel my Jeep in Moab and St. Hell. Hell yeah, that'd be super cool. Super, super cool. Jordan and I saw about, I don't know, 25 trail rigs yesterday as we were going to the comp and then coming home. And I kept telling him that could be us, because almost all of them were on like a 40-foot gooseneck with 2 trucks. So that could be us, but we're over here playing with stupid RC cars. Like idiots. I'd love to have a trail truck again and actually do something with it. Oh man. Anybody else building anything? Not We Rock or, you know, whatever, just in general? I know Ryan's building that base camp tuber. I assume maybe Brett and Cody and maybe somebody else has something up their sleeve, maybe doing something, but, you know, things you can talk about. Anybody? Ow, fart. What about you, sir? Are you planning on building anything before Rocktober, or are we just the LJ, maybe?
Maybe just the LJ.
Cody said, I've been getting the runner out exploring some of the passes. The windows are only a month long to go see it. Oh, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. I don't think many people are building much lately. Yeah, because everybody's freaking broke for whatever reason.
You don't happen to have any of this open, do you?
No, because I forgot. I would have brought that stuff in a big tub. Because this is just that one shit I have.
Right.
Yeah, but I got a whole tub for probably what you paid for that. Blonde guy said, AI's getting out of hand. I got super into watching all the Bigfoot and Yeti videos. Now it seems every bad storm that hits has a ridiculous AI video. Yeah. My dad got into watching some of those as well. And I got sent at least 42 of them. And I don't think they're as funny as I think he does. Let's see. I need to get started on building Justice Carbon. Nice. John Lau said it's time for another spare parts box build because it's getting full again. I have been doing more sorting, and I'm getting to a point where I don't have so much of that stuff, and it's been really nice. Blind Guy said just building a VRD, nothing crazy. Teleguided said he's building a We Rock Power Wagon.
Nice.
I would love to see that.
I'll cover your entry fee.
Yep, for sure. I'll cover it 3 times, apparently, by the way. We need to see when Rob gets in here what was going on yesterday, because he let me pay for you, for sure.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I said, I'm paying for Jordan. He's like, okay. Let's see. Todd said, may or may not be building 3 more tube chassis. We'll finish one for sure. Yeah, you're building them for other people, though, right? You're into that production line life where you realize that your time is not worth what people will actually pay you to build buggies. Douglas, hello people traveling back from the salt. Nice, nice. Hope you brought some for our live next week.
Hi, Doug. Miss you a long time.
Yep. Kiwi misses you. So Jordan can get whooped by 4 Rockabilly from now on. Dang. Yikes. That is.
I'll allow it.
Cody said I realized that pretty quick. That you have a lot of shit. Is that what we're still talking about? Because I sure do. Todd said one more for sure. Rest would be for me, maybe. Dang. Brett said, congrats on that speed run, Doug. For sure. For sure. That is definitely shuffling.
Also, speaking of real car things.
Yes. We're selling all our RC cars and buying road cars.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay. You just let me know when. I'll make the calls. I know Kirby's number. I'll probably call Minton and Colton first, though, because they'll give me a little more money than Kirby will.
There is a yellow, greenish color.
I love when you try to tell me colors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Square body, regular cab with the utility bed on the back, slammed on white steelies.
Right. Right. Right where?
The guy at he was there at Beat the Creek last year, 2 years ago, with a scale version of it.
Austin.
Sure.
It's yellow.
Okay.
Okay.
That's based on a real truck.
Yes. It's on Instagram. I forget the guy's name though.
Is the truck named Garfield?
Possibly.
Okay.
Why?
Well, so I was watching
Porn.
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok, yes.
TikTok porn.
Ah, okay.
And they were redoing a semi truck to pull the enclosed trailer, and then I ended up switching over to YouTube, and because I think the TikTok account was had just pirated it, and so I watched a full hour-long episode of they went to Iola car show or whatever, and they had. It seems like the chick is the main person of the channel. It's Flying Sparks Garage or something like that.
Okay. And she was interviewing the guy?
No. She's we're loading up Garfield and we're heading up here, and
I can see the guy in my head. I thought it was a dude that owned it. I don't know that I've ever seen him post a one.
but as soon as they're backing it out of the trailer, I was like, wait a minute, is that because the colorblind thing kicks in?
Yeah, it's like Cub Cadet Yellow.
Okay.
The real one is. I think Austin's is a little different color, but the real one is a more yellowy Cub Cadet Yellow. But yes, so you saw that.
So I found the people that have that truck
Very cool.
from a totally different video, I guess.
I would say you could also look on Instagram and stuff and find the guy that owns Bluga, but he doesn't post about it anymore, really.
Well, that's boring.
He has another 77 Hawaiian blue short bed standard cab. I can't remember what he calls it. But,
Damn it, I don't have my shock pliers. Do you have shock pliers?
yes.
Thanks.
Welcome. Welcome. That's why the ocean's so salty. Let's see. For others who have not seen, Dad set a new class record of 264.974 miles an hour in his '06 Mustang, twin turbo, small block Ford, making around 1,400 horsepower.
Which is cool in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then to know that he beat it by, what, 8 or 9 mile an hour.
I'd say it wasn't just edging it out. It was just.
Which I assume typically that's
Nice.
how the goalpost keeps getting moved, is little by little.
Littles, yeah. Yeah, he definitely pecker stamped that old record for sure. That's super cool. And I'm glad he did it because Doug was saying this is either the last or one of the last times that he's going to be able to go out.
Yeah.
So that is. Old record was 255. Yeah, 9 miles an hour almost, or a little over, maybe depends. We'll say 9 miles an hour, which doesn't sound like a lot until you realize that anything as you get that fast, like to gain 9 mile an hour, is a big deal to like keep the car going. You know, when it wants to top out at like let's say 256. To get it to 258 is already a lot of work, but then to just rip on by it at 264 is pretty crazy. Well, it's super cool, Doug. Doug and Doug. Doug. Matt looks like a crazy barber on the poster where Jordan is sitting. Scissors. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. That was one of the first, like, that's where the one from my shirt came from.
Yeah.
And that was just because I didn't know what else to put on a shirt, to tell you the truth.
But my big stupid face.
But I believe that was your answer.
That sounds more of a low.
Should I put something else on there or my big stupid face? And you said your big stupid face. Okay, copy. Have we discussed if anybody else is building one of these? IJ, LJ, KJ, WKKG, X103 buggies or Jeeps, just bands.
Like, amongst the people watching?
In general, I don't know. Is anybody else local building one that we've discussed or that we've talked to about it?
William has one.
Okay, I do remember that a little bit yesterday. Now that I think about it. Let's see. Doug said, "What all are you working on?" I'm riding shotgun. I am dismounting Visions, which will also answer Ryan's question. I have. I don't even know how many I sent Jared Hopper. I probably sent Jared 30 sets of wheels that I'm getting ready to list. I don't know that a lot of them are going to move because of the way that things are. I also have a. Ready? I also have a truck that someone was interested in. That I was like, hey, I'll send you some pictures when you get back from France, Scotland, England, wherever the hell you're from, or wherever you were. And then he was just like, ghosted. And I was like, all right, cool. Someone you know. We're not going to mention any names. They were guided by the telephone, though. Freaking French people. Anyway. So, but yeah. Gonna be doing that. These are up for grabs. I know these are older Visions. They've got a little bit different hub on them. I kind of like these. And then I've got some stars. I don't believe these have ever been on a truck. I'm pretty sure. Mounted, looked at, taken apart. Those have been on the truck, but have never actually been run.
I'm building shocks, Doug.
Yep, and Jordan's building shocks. I thought we were building drabs for that.
No.
Oh, never mind then. JK.
Well, now that I'm running 475s, I don't know if I want to drop it any further.
We don't have to, since you'd be going from 90s to 92s.
I see what you're saying.
Ah, logic and numbers. I don't know what 2mm is though. That's like a 1/8 of an inch or something, like maybe a quarter, 16th, dime bag. I mean, a 1/10 of an inch.
That was fucking funny yesterday.
You are welcome. Looks like the remodel is continuing. Brad Schaefer? Kinda.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you're talking about the banner. We just needed something to break up all of the bright ass. What's really actually not that bright. This is like a very off yellow, like creamy color, like buttermilk.
Yeah.
But on screen, it definitely is much brighter than what it is in real life. So we just need something to break that up a little bit. So I think maybe we can do a green screen if I could figure that out. We can do a green screen, and then we can wear green shirts, and then
And
we
then
can
just be floating.
little floating heads and hands. I don't know why I just did the Axl Rose. Need a little patience. I don't know what I'm saying. Just a little patience.
We only have 25 watching.
Yep. This is not the.
Doug, look what happens when you leave us for too long.
Yep. I also want to see that one set of specs you have mounted on it. The blue ones? Oh, okay. On the LJ? Or on the Pajero? I don't really want to sell those specs. I don't know why, because I'll never use them. But I just don't want to get rid of them again.
Don't you have some other specs that he could have?
I have like 3 or 4 sets actually, and I believe one on the way. Speaking of on the way, did I discuss my P.O. box with you? Or in general?
No.
Okay. Well, Matt got a new debit card. And then I got an email about like 3 weeks later saying that due to failing to pay for my P.O. box, they were taking it away, shutting it down, whatever the hell. And I was like, what are you talking about? It comes out on auto pay. Well, you know what doesn't work when you get a new debit card? The old debit card that you had set up on auto pay. Yep, stupid.
So do you no longer have it?
No, I don't. So I'm gonna have to go back and get that all figured out. So,
Damn it! It couldn't be like reinstate it.
they couldn't just, have my actual address and be like, hey, you got like 3 or 4 days before this is, especially since I live within walking distance of the post office. I believe they also have my phone number. Could have called me.
Bullshit.
I know. I'm gonna go tell them and be like, UPS wouldn't have done this to me. Going to FedEx.
Ooh, you should ask Haley about her recent experience at FedEx.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Spicy one?
So she had a return. And
Fuck FedEx.
Alright. Ooh. DR said custom wiring, or DR custom wiring said, I'm back. Wife had picked up McAllister for dinner. Nice. What's a P.O. box even cost these days? I believe it was $51 every 6 months. It wasn't terrible. It came right out of basically the little bit of money that I make off YouTube. Pretty much goes to paying whatever the hell the place is that I use music from, and paying for my PO box. John said, "Well, that answered that question." Yeah. Doug, what was for dinner? We had what did you call that?
Blackened chicken Alfredo.
My chicken was definitely still not blackened, but whatever.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I didn't stutter. My chicken had a nice sear on it, but was not blackened for sure.
Blackened is a seasoning.
Your mom's a seasoning. Blackened is blackened though. It's also a really awesome Metallica song. But
I think you're getting blackened mixed up with burnt.
no, blackened is like burnt looking. It's not charbroiled, but like
Right.
it has like a black crusty chunky crust, right?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
typically.
okay. Well then, did my chicken look like that for dinner? No, it did not. It did not look like that actually.
But it is a blackened seasoning.
Okay, anyway. So we had chicken and tricolor. What's that noodles called? Tricolor spiral. Something along those lines.
Yeah. Is that
Anyway,
rotini?
is it? I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
That was weird. That's what we had.
so Haley had a return,
Mm-hmm.
and so she picked FedEx option and like no label, no box or whatever. So like you just take the item.
Amazon return.
I think it was TikTok, but same deal.
Okay.
So
Tommy said rotini.
yeah,
Sounds good.
that's what I thought it was.
Same.
So
Tomato potato.
those are the options she selected. So all she had to do is take the item there, they put it in a package that puts a label on it, and then return the item.
Correct. You can do that at Target with Amazon.
Kohl's.
Same. Potato,
Yes.
tomato.
Most of the time. Anyway, so she goes in, and the guy's like, you can't, like, this needs to be in a box. She's like, nope, I selected the option that said no box, no label, whatever. And he goes, well, if you selected that, then my system would have told me that I need a poly mailer or whatever it was.
I could see this going very well
And she said,
for this man.
so she's like, well, here's the option that I picked that says that I don't have to put it in a fucking box.
Yeah.
And the guy had already scanned it and already had the receipt in his hand, but wouldn't give her the receipt. But like showed that because he couldn't send it because it wasn't in a box. And she's like, okay, well then can I have my item back? And he said no. Like he basically forced her to buy the package to put it in.
That went over well, I'm assuming.
Apparently his life was spared because there was a really nice older guy that was right behind her in line that she dropped something out of her purse, and he was nice and was like, ma'am, you dropped this. And Dustin, she's spicy most of the time.
24/7.
Bye, Doug. We'll see you in a little bit.
Bye, Douglas.
Yeah, so she was telling us all about that because she was pissed. I'm like, I don't know how expensive the item was. I'd have been
Yeah.
like, take a picture of it
Yeah, I was gonna say.
with it in the guy's hand and been like, get bent.
I gave it to him. Jersey Style said, "Yo, hello, RC family. After 40 years, I'm back." Beards and Jeeps, yes, sir. That is how the Nilla Bear compound rolls. In all fairness, I have a square body on the floor. It's just it would be in the way if I put it on the table. Do you have a small bag that you're taking all those parts out of that you're not going to use?
I mean, I assume you want one that zips, correct?
I mean, something that'll close. Yep, that'd work actually great. Because I'm taking all the hubs off these wheels and I don't have anything to put them on.
Teleguided asked, did Haley turn this man into blackened chicken? Maybe.
Blackened and blue chicken. Like, I'm sure you will agree. Haley is a nice person.
I would agree.
However, there has to be a line somewhere that someone will push her over one day and we'll see her on the news.
So, she loves to tell people that one time, I only said it one time, but she reminds me that I say it all the time, that the reason I carry
is to continue.
is not because it's ever going to be me in a situation, it's because she ran her mouth.
It's fair enough.
And I'm not fighting God.
Yeah.
Once she gets a few punch, that is the other rule. She has to be allowed to get a punch in.
Yeah. Well, technically, she's got to get punched a few times too, I think, right?
I don't know.
That square body is what Matt uses to haul his man cart around in since the Jeeps won't haul shit. Whew. Pew 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 pew. I hate it because it's true. Georgia Style said, back into the hobby after 40 years, a lot has changed. Just got started a month ago already, accumulated 20. God, Jesus! 20 cars in a month. That is putting in work, sir.
Yeah, that's
The only way that I could even justify possibly that is if they're all like SCX 24s or something. Ryan said, do you two think the SMS Fast Dash would work good in my new buggy with that new transmission? Yeah. So the dash will work fine. It's the only thing would be making sure it's wide enough. If you're gonna do, let me see, how do I want to put this? If you think it'll work 100%, I would suggest it. I do like them. I have one in the Burb, and then I melted it because I didn't realize it was made out of aluminum, and I thought it was made out of stainless like everything else that Andre makes. So I put the torch on it and melted it in half. But anyway, so I had one in the Burb, in the Suburban buggy, and I liked it a lot. I have one in something else too. I can't remember what it is, but I have one in something else as well. The only thing that I would suggest for future reference is if you think you want to use an actual interior, kind of like what we did with the buggy that Jordan and I built you, start with the interior and build around that versus trying to make an interior that you want to work fit. Much easier. That buggy we built him was an awesome learning experience for sure. I learned a lot from that buggy, especially just what I said. Like, for future buggies, I've gone, okay, if I wanted to use this interior, I need to build the buggy around the interior and not try and shove an interior in it once it's already done. That's definitely something I've been thinking more and more about. Jersey Style said he's hooked. He's got 4 crawlers. Waiting for the fall. Going to be a little cooler. Start going to some hikes and crawl while I'm doing it. Got the SCX-10 Jeep. Got the Red Cat Ascent. And got that 6x6. And also the Bronco crawler. Nice.
damn.
No, the Ascent is a pretty decent truck. I don't know anything about a 6x6. That's way out of my...
That's Jason's wheelhouse.
Yeah, that's Jason's wheelhouse. And I got the Bronco collar. I don't know which Bronco collar you got. I don't know if you're talking about the axial, like the SCX 10.2 early Bronco, or
10. That's a 10.3.
10.3. Oh yeah, it is right. It was a straight axle.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
early 10.3.
Guy Nelson, hi guys, love the show. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's a new name. Yeah, welcome.
He's a member of the staff.
I see that. The YouTube staff, or
I hope not. We're in trouble.
yeah, we're screwed. Ryan said because I thought about using a 2-2 Wraith interior. Definitely. Well, you're going to be hard pressed to use the SMS Fast Dash and a 2-2 Wraith interior together. They're kind of shaped a little different. But whichever interior you use, like I said, now is the time to make that decision before you get too far. Because, like, let's say it's too wide or too narrow, etc., etc. You've only got like two, I think you had like what, 2 or 3, maybe 2, whatever, crossbars determining the width. And now would be the time to figure that out before you get too crazy and get too deep into it. Because it'd be a hell of a lot easier if you really wanted to use Wraith interior to build around that, to say, you know, like, oh, it's got to be a half of an inch narrower or wider or whatever. It's easier, especially if it's narrower, you just I just take the whole damn thing, chop it down the middle, and then splice it together. And then your interior would fit, and it's going to be easier to put lines around it and things like that.
Good luck, Teleguided.
What? What happened? I gotta go muster up energy to build the wagon interior. Oh, have fun with that. I can't wait to see it, though. I'm gonna take it in the creek, but I'm gonna tell you that I'm just gonna drive it around.
That would be funny.
I also kind of want to put a servo on the bottom to make it like 3-wheel, just all the time. Just swivel. Yeah, but good luck. Jersey style, I'm gonna guess I know where you are. Guy, where are you from? Oh, shit. Why is this ring not moving? It's because them Predator Schwampers are so sticky, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
What are you doing? Why are you
Shot
doing
jizzed all over me.
that? Oh, that's what happens when you
I played with it a little too much.
play with it a little too much and shake it a little too fast. Ryan said, okay, thanks, Matt. No problem, sir. No problem. I know you're not new to building buggies. You've got a couple under your belt, but it's just, you know, I don't think a lot of people, and this is not you, Ryan, I'm just saying in general, I don't think a lot of people realize how much thought has to go into building something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you've just got to be 7 steps ahead of yourself all the time. Because as soon as you put a bar in and then you go, you know, and I've done it where I put a bar somewhere or whatever, or I set the height from the chassis or, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, that servo is going to stick out of the hood. So then I got to use an LP servo just because necessity, you know, not like that was the plan. So I don't know about you, but I've had to cut a couple bars out of the way or debrace them, you know.
Yeah.
That-
Once or twice.
That F-Toy dash bar was like bitch. Getting that thing right where it needed to be and then also looking good or decent. Cody said it's a lot of work. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Alright. I am done with wheel things, other than taking these hubs out.
Your
Thank,
shop pliers
thank you
back.
for printing the little wang doodles here.
Oh, you're welcome. That's an expensive little guy.
Yeah, but Todd let me finger his remote yesterday. And,
Well, Todd.
and I'll tell you what, rear steer that way versus how I was planning on doing it is going to be 1,000 times better.
Did you get you another square nut?
No, not yet. I did not. Thank you, sir. So now that you have your shocks, those just hardened body VP90s?
Yeah. 80s.
Oh, 80s, okay. Slamming it on the ground, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought about going to 80s, but I don't think I have the room.
Well, I was going 80s with the 419s.
Gotcha. Yeah. And then.
And then 419s just don't look right on it, so
So why are you still going with 80s with 475s?
I'm not.
Then why did you just build a set?
Because they were sitting there.
It's a good reason. That's a valid reason. I guess.
Trying to decide if I want to put my.
Yes, you do.
I do?
Yep.
My F9s under it?
Yep. Because what you already have a Pro, right? Your Blue Pro. Or
No,
you
I sold that.
Oh, you sold that, yeah. All right. Well, you've already had a Pro once, and
Mittens,
you,
kittens.
you obviously didn't love it.
Well, this is the Bronco base.
Oh. HD 44s are gonna be cooler under the Bronco. That's what I'm using. Mine are black though because I'm a normal fucking human being, and clear is terrible.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Alright, it is what it is. You know what else I wonder sometimes? I wonder if we didn't do this like Lucas in London, if just as many people in the long run would watch.
Well,
Because we go through like dry spells here where no one really comments and we just kind of sit here and you wonder if they're just watching us anyway, which if they're just watching us talk, we just make a video.
well, in their defense, the last couple weeks have been pretty boring. We haven't been doing much.
That's not true. I put shocks on last week and we talked about IJLJ.
Maybe that's what it is. This is week 3 of IJLJ bullshit.
I did start listening to their podcast last week. I like it. But I like it because I like to see Lucas and London doing well. I definitely like to see my friends doing things and, you know, enjoying themselves, obviously, or whatever. But
That's weird.
it's fine. I like to watch them enjoy each other's company. So I like it for that reason. Like I think we've known London for a minute now. And I think it's cool to watch him go from the first couple buggies he built to now what he's building, and Lucas especially as well. Lucas has made a couple buggies that I really like. So,
I haven't watched their.
I haven't watched their newest two. I haven't had time. Which I watched the one where they said we joined a cult, and they were talking about going to iOS or whatever the hell,
Yeah.
the Illuminati thing. I watched part 1. They started talking about overlanding and stuff, and I think I fell asleep for a while.
I did watch that one.
In their defense, you know, with my sleep apnea and everything, as soon as I get horizontal, I basically go to sleep. So it wasn't necessarily their fault. But John Lau said it's because I'm working on trying to get a strip strew out. I hate it. I hate it so much. Pies view. I'm working on crawler while listening to used conversation. Okay, nice. Tommy said, I'm trying to knock a few things off the to-do list so I don't catch a bunch of grief from my wife when I order another set of tires. How's that work? Colorado said, you ever seen the Peck brothers? You know who that is? I know a guy named Peck, but I don't know if he has a brother. And I doubt it's the same one you're talking about. Unless you follow a millwright that lives in Indianapolis.
Dustin, I typically watch it while I'm working.
Yeah.
So I have my 2 work monitors, and then.
Good. I was laughing at Tommy. He said
Oh.
last name Herb.
And then I have my personal laptop pulled up like next to it, and so I'm mainly listening to it, and then I'll glance over at it occasionally.
Yeah. I watch it in my room after work on usually like Tuesdays. So, because Tuesdays my wife leaves and I have the kids by myself, and they all go play on their iPad, and I just let it happen for about an hour while I watch that podcast, and then we have dinner. Sometimes I fall asleep, but it is what it is. He said they're funny. He enjoys their videos. I'll have to check that out. Are they RC or 1-to-1, or what do they cover? Dustin said, I'm assembling discharge banks this week. No power supplies for a change. Well, if that's easier on you, then I'm happy for you. I don't really know the process of assembling discharge or charging banks, so I don't really know. You know,
One way or the other.
I don't know. I don't know which one's rougher and then what.
I think we've talked about the Peck Brothers before. I recognize the name.
So speaking of electricity, as of tomorrow morning, I have a week until I start school. And I believe one of my first classes is basic electricity, which is going to suck because basically I understand that there's 2 wires in the wall that go do something, and I plug them into the wall and then make things go.
There you go.
That's what I understand about AC electricity. And DC, don't put your tongue on it because it'll shock you, and it only goes one way. That's about where my electrical knowledge ends. They said they're 1-to-1 Jeep dudes, but they build a K truck on tons with a tow deal, and it's kind of cool. They do random builds.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dustin said, I love how you're like, congrats, I'm glad for you in a confused kind of way. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know I don't know what's good for you or what's bad or whatever. Tommy said, give me a shout if you need some help with electricity. I may actually take you up on that. I mean, obviously, I'm being a little bit facetious. I don't know a whole lot about electricity, but I really don't have to with my job. It basically is just like do you understand that positive and negative make things move from what I get? And I'm like, yes, I kind of understand that. They're like, okay, cool.
We teach people about electricity at my job.
I'm sure you do. I would hope so. So Ryan, sorry, Colorado said there's 3 in the wall. Yeah, ground, positive, and negative. Ryan said, I wish there was a channel where they build and fab RC2 chassis like they do in the full-size fab channels. So here is the problem, because I think you were here for the discussion where we were talking about, if we had an actual 1-to-1 channel, who would watch it, et cetera, et cetera. The difference being, if, like, let's say we're working on, whatever. Let's say we're working on Jordan's TJ, right? I don't know what kind of fuel pump you have, but like, let's say you get
The old factory one.
okay, right? Let's say you get, for whatever reason you would need one, like I have, the MagnaFuel, like a 475 or whatever the hell, right? Okay, you got this
I think I bought a
225 Walbro? Is that the sloppy boy?
No, it goes in
Tank, right?
in tank, like in the factory location.
Yeah.
But it's a higher.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say Jordan buys a new fuel pump. I can make a 45-minute video of us pulling the tank, disassembling the tank, showing you the new pump, making sure it works, putting it in, and then running all the lines that we would have to or whatever, or just say, oh, we're hooking this all back up, yada, yada, yada. And then we could see it running. Then we could go out and do pulls in it and things like that. Maybe take it, on a trail somewhere or do something, whatever. And you can make that, I mean, it's still I don't remember what I paid for my pump. It's still like, let's say, a $500 part. But you can make a 45-minute video about the whole thing of just putting a fuel pump in.
Well, do you want to test your theory? Because the fuel pump is in the garage.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. I got a couple other burner YouTubes we can start with. I had to pick which one I've been the least of a dickhead on, because sometimes I use them. I use them so that way my algorithm on my main one doesn't get messed up. But anyway, So with an RC truck though, like I can, well, I don't want to say I can build. I could make one 45-minute video and build a whole cage. Whereas one-to-one large scale, it's just so much slower and there's so much more to look at as the progress progresses, as opposed to doing it in RC where, you know, and it's not nearly as impressive. Like, oh, I got a new set of axles within what? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, say 11 bolts. These are out. The new ones are in. You've watched me do something for, even sped up would be 3 minutes, and then I'm like, yep, these are axles, and then ta-da, yeah. But believe me, I have drained my brain trying to figure out how to do this more effectively and be more useful, but I got nothing. Okay, let's see. Dustin said, I'd love to have a basic AC class and anything DC. I'd really love to take a class on solar systems. That'd be pretty cool. Tommy said, I've taught a bunch of apprentices and I play with Buzz Buzz Boom for a living. Dustin said, the good thing about electric is if you mess up, it will gladly let you know when you energize it. Yes. Electricity also lets you know when it is not happy. If it's not happy, then it is super angry. Spicy pixies? That's what Dustin said? I don't know what that means. Nerds. Alright. This needs to go in here. Go in your hole. Finish it. Bitch. So, speaking of calling people names, and your wife being mean, it's 8:32.
Almost said it.
Hey, Lee.
Hey, yo.
Hey, you bitch. Why do my nuts not fit in the hole? Or why do your nuts not fit in my holes?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Dustin said he is an overgrown nerd.
I mean, I think if you just take us all,
As we all sit here.
playing with RC cars and talking to people on the internet with each other.
Did you just?
What? I didn't do anything.
Is that mine?
I don't think so. Yeah, stupid. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I think we're all friggin' nerds. Let's see. Cody said, are you a VP dealer? I need BTA mounts. I am not. Used to be. Used to could. Tank no more. I might work on that. I may not. Not sure. Man, now I gotta get my own hammer out.
Well, good, because this isn't a hammer, damn it.
Everything's a hammer. Okay?
That was acceptable when you were a dealer.
I could still get stuff. I can't do it as easily though. Think she heard you call her all those names and that's why she's bringing Rice Krispies?
Matt thought you forgot about him.
No. I did hear him call me a bitch, though.
I did
Hey,
not.
Bitch.
I did not say that. Thank you very much. I did not say it intended for you, especially. Because I don't do that for you.
The chocolate is still like really smushy.
There you go. Nothing like some smushy chocolate.
Well, I didn't have enough Hershey bars, so I had to have Brandon run to the gas station.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That is why it feels squishy.
do love some squishy Rice Krispies. What now?
Does it look new, Jordan? What?
Oh, he's saying, does your driver look new? Then it's probably yours.
Oh.
I mean, they don't look too much different. I'll tell you the truth. Mine have a little more dents in them, and yours are more scratched. Rubbed.
Used in their intended direction versus used as a hammer. Story time with Matt. Tell us about about the VP dealer.
Nope. Sure won't. I've told you before that I am contemplating working on some things that they wanted me to do to be a VP dealer. And if I can get those accomplished, then I would like to try to be a VP dealer again. However, if I try and I cannot, or if I decide that a one-to-one channel would be better for us to hang out and do, or me, actually not really us, Jordan and Doug are just kind of along for the ride, then I may just burn this bitch down. You know what I mean? As I've said before.
Yeah.
You'll know. Let's see here. Ryan said, Matt, is your windshield bar radius just a little? If so, they look good. What? A windshield bar? This one? This one. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
This one
Yeah, the actual eyebrow bar?
is not.
It's not, it's flat. Flat. If these, I used a bigger die, so I guess they're a little radius to.
Tommy, these are RC four-wheel drive Goodyear Wranglers.
And Joey said we were just big kids, and you are very correct.
Yes.
Some people definitely take this a little too seriously.
Which is why we get snack time.
Yes. That's why we have nap time and we get recess later. Central Indiana crawler comps. Hello, fellas. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Well, Jordan and I were discussing yesterday on the way home that I triple paid you for entry fee yesterday.
Double.
Well, I technically paid for myself, but I paid for Jordan, and then Jordan said he paid for himself as well. So, let's see. 1-to-1 this weekend for me was installing a bigger turbo, bigger top mount intercooler, and a 3.5 bar map sensor. God, 3.5 bar is getting spicy.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
That's 24 pounds, I think. 24 psi, I believe. Yes, the A pillar I meant. Yeah, I just used a bigger die, and then I think what I was doing was I bent it a little here, and then moved the die a little, and then bent it. So I'm missing 2 of the dies that Jordan has. So I have to do things a little more creatively. But Dustin said, if you do burn it down, can you make the song from Bloodhound Gang your theme song? We don't need no water. Yeah. Oh, you'll know. I have about a year to make that decision. So, I am not making money doing this, and tax purposes, you can only lose money for so long. And hopefully by next summer, my wagon will be done. So there will be some decisions that will need to be made. There we go. I'm kind of thinking that's the time frame I'm gonna give myself. Rob said, "Did he?" To be honest, I have no idea, but just remind me next event. I will. You can just keep it, and then we'll just pay for Jordan that time too, or I'll just pay for Jordan actually that time. They make 5 bar, but I don't need that. Yeah, same. I think mine's a 4. I'm pretty sure that's what I bought. It's a 4 bar. I can't remember.
It's FUBAR.
No, oh no, I didn't. I bought a. What do you call those things? They're sensors. Shit. It's not just called a sensor. It's called something else. Anyway, I bought one for the Terminator, and it's I think it goes up to 100 psi or something like that. 50, shit, I don't remember. I don't ever plan on getting the wagon that high, but you know,
Boring.
yeah, I'm gonna stick to about 20. 20 is seemingly the safe point for. This has a lot of miles on it, and the rims should not touch each other, and they should be happy. Yeah, 5 bars a lot. Because every bar is what, 7.5 pounds or something like that, I think. Pretty sure it's like 7.5. Because the 3 bar is like 22, and the 4 is like almost 30, whatever. Damn it! Now Dustin got Bloodhound Gang stuck in my head. Heavens no, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Crawler, snacks and crawlers are the best 2 things.
For sure. For sure. Oh, let's see here. What kind of stupid screw am I supposed to use in this? A friggin' countersunk boy?
Probably.
Stupid. I don't have any of those on me, so we're just gonna run this up a little bit.
Do you need one?
Yeah, that'd be great, honestly, if you have them easily accessible.
Yeah, I have them on my cart here.
Oh, your cart? That is sure cool. Tell us more about your cart. Is it new? Where did you get it from?
The Target.
Ah, wow.
I got home from the comp yesterday and Haley said, I got you something at Target.
That is so cool.
If you don't like it, you can return it.
What? Dustin said, I'm glad you even know who the Bloodhound Gang was. What are you talking about, sir? Of course I know who the Bloodhound Gang is. Maybe? Oh, those are big boys. Okay. Is that...
I think they were 15s as well.
That's very long. That's very, 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 very a lot. This will do, I think.
What are those?
I have no idea.
How many did you get?
I got one. Let me make sure this one fits first. It's not too long. Heavens no, hell yeah. Hooray for boobies, Jordan. That is...
Amen.
Dear Chasey Link, I called to explain. I'm your biggest fan. Alright, these are good. I like it. I love it a lot. Thank you, sir. Never mind, that's not YouTube appropriate. I was gonna ask if you heard Brandon and I discussing things before the live, but
Why not?
okay. Your wife said that we were gross. So, oh boy. Anyway, yeah, Dustin. So I don't know if we've ever really discussed. I listen to a lot of different music, and I have for a long time. So I do know who the Bloodhound Gang is. I don't know if they're still. Are they still doing stuff? Not sure. I am not sure. There we go. There. Boom shakalaka. So what I know yesterday you asked about it a little bit. What are you thinking about the old LJIJ hood?
What about it?
Do you believe that you will be doing the sanding?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Makes it a lot better, yeah?
Yeah. I'm really surprised there aren't more people
Doing it?
doing some body work to
I'm
it.
not. I'm not at all. Because I've watched these people 3D print bodies and tell certain companies how freaking sick their stuff is whenever it looks like dog shit. So,
Fair.
I am not surprised whatsoever. I have learned, and I believe this is...
Good evening, Don.
Hi, Don! I believe this is something we've discussed maybe last week or the week before. I believe that.
Hi, Don.
Yeah, bye, Don.
No.
Oh, never mind. I believe that people, the difference between, like, let's say, teleguided and other people that are happy with this LJ the way it is, you know, etc. Some of them, maybe you don't have the skill set to sand it. Fair. However, watching a lot of people build things, I think a lot of people are okay with, well, you have to pretend a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if that's what you're doing because you don't go to the level that some people do, like, I'm okay with that. But be honest about it and say, I don't really care that much. It's not that big of a deal to me, so I didn't do it. And not just like, oh, bro, that looks fire. Like, your wooden power wagon does not look fire, bro. What?
Well, I have 2 different rod ends, so that's partially why
Oh,
I have a sweet rake.
it looks good that way.
Yeah, it sure
It keeps the nose down whenever you go uphill because you're already going downhill. So then when you go uphill, it's like level. You just drive straight wherever you're going.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cody said time is a variable.
Yeah. For sure. And like I said, I'm okay with that, but I mean, kind of like what I put in that post a couple weeks ago in my group, like, you're not doing anybody any favors by telling them it looks awesome, though. So, that's just kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather tell you, hey, you know, like, I don't, but I mean, we're pretty honest with each other in general. But like, hey, I don't really like this windshield bar or whatever. Like, I think making an angry eyebrow looks really stupid. Like, you definitely look like a JC Whitney Jeeper. And you'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I get your opinion. Like, I see what you're saying. You know?
JC Whitney's my favorite company.
Let's see. Joey said, Matt, do you know anything about Cummins? A little. I have a 24 valve. I know enough about it to make me dangerous, but not like, that was also part of my 1-to-1 plan, was I could make 5 videos just off fixing my fucking Dodge. So it depends on what you need, Joey. Cody said, you see the G-Speed 24-incher. I did not. I don't know what that is. John Lau said, I'm not a body man. Mine looks like shit. That's fair. Like, that's okay. I'm not judging that part. It just, seemingly, a lot of people either don't want to take the time or just, you know, whatever. Probably just don't want to take the time. They don't care that much. Which, that must be cool not to be OCD as fuck. What is with the loud ass clap? Somebody, it's the fan. He may not see well, but by God, he can hear that fan.
Are you getting it?
Yeah, I'll get it. I was gonna go the other way, but clearly can't. What is that?
It's because the base is all fucking smashed.
No, it's not. It's coming from up here. There, I'll just shut it off. It's not that deep. It's not that hot down here. It's only like 75. I gotta go pee.
Teleguided. Something tells me that's not the gayest thing you do. Blind guy, is that better? It was the fan that's over here. It's just a cheap little standing fan. That's seen some shit in its life, so. Now it's quiet in here. On to the next axle. Maybe that's why we don't have anybody watching anymore, because I've put axles on this thing, taken them off, put them back on, taken them off. That also aids in the quietness of the room. No, the fan is really annoying. And it was kind of one of those things that I just hope you guys couldn't hear. Like I said, well, now I feel bad if you guys need a fan in there.
No, we'll just sweat to death. It's fine.
We should at some point just fall over like we passed out.
Just pull a call to crawl.
Yeah.
Ass out. Oh. Those are definitely very chocolatey.
They are.
That's not icing chocolate.
No, that's chocolate.
Told the guy that said I sand layer lines to impress other dudes, and maybe the gayest thing I do. Joey said 6'7". I don't know a whole lot about those. Just thought I'd come by to hit the like button. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate it. I mean, you can stick around, but I'll take the quick like and leave.
Yeah. Quick little thumb job.
Nothing like a good thumb job. You know what?
Nope.
I was also thinking, back to YouTube things. Other than Uncle Tony, you know who Uncle Tony is?
Mm-mm.
He's an older guy. He does a lot of Mopar stuff and things.
Is he your uncle?
No, he's not my uncle. He's someone's uncle, I'm sure. But he's one of the only one-to-one car people I think that does a live. He goes live every once in a while or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Calder Cross said, I'm in the process of drastically reducing my inventory. I might have come to the conclusion I've purchased more projects than I'll be able to finish. Damn.
I've been keeping an eye on the things that he is posting.
Wow.
I almost bought his Blazer body. It was just a primered one.
Mm-hmm.
Since,
Maybe.
never got mine.
Or Horizon, right?
Yeah, Horizon.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where, I didn't necessarily need to spend the money.
My time off work has really let me realize how much shit I don't need.
Yeah.
I see things yesterday, Jordan and I both almost bought a set of axles, but neither one of us pulled the trigger on that one.
Right.
And so,
Had I not bought a carbon spec trans yesterday morning, I probably would have bought those
Yeah.
axles.
yeah. But anywho, I have been definitely reeling back because once I had the time to go through everything, I realized that, I put things in boxes and I have trucks worth of wheels, tires, axles, drive shafts, transmission. I'll build a chassis. I really don't need to buy anything else. The only time I would buy anything from now on really is just if it's super cheap, which is what those F10Ts were yesterday.
Yeah.
That was an easy $100 flip. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I felt bad doing that to Shay, but Like I said, I noticed Finnegan has been going live every once in a while. I didn't know that. Colin Carl said, I didn't think about you when I watched the rerun last week, Jordan. And then he said he did think about you. I'm not sure. The Dirt Head Shed has done some lives too. Cool seeing what the Motor Trend folks are doing. I agree with that. I really like watching them now that they have their freedom to do their own channel thing and how things are kind of staying the same and yet also different. I really enjoy watching Freiburger now as well. Okay guys, time to go see who wins tonight, me or the 3-year-old. Well, good luck, sir. I wish you the best in your endeavors.
Ooh, so I do have a question for the audience.
Okay.
And you, if you know anything about it.
Okay.
So I'm going down to my parents' lake place in a few weeks. And one of my little cousins has, or at least last summer, had a boat. Like a little RC car boat. RC boat. Not RC car. Anyway. So I've been looking online to see if I could find one for like, you know, a couple $100 and then go have fun with it. Any suggestions?
I believe I know a guy that brought this up like a year or two ago. And my friend, I mean, this guy's friends told him he was really stupid.
Well, why were you stupid?
I didn't say it was me. I said a guy I know.
I'm sorry.
So that's my answer. I said we should buy those super cool little jet boats or something, just to have something to take. You know, like a little $150 boat, a little $150 boat sitting around won't bother us because we have $1,000 SCX6s sitting around. We drive twice a year at the most. Should be okay. And he goes, we'll never take a boat out. That's fucking stupid. Literally, I'm pretty sure it was right here.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
So that's my thought. Print the Jet Sprint. There you go, bub. Jet Sprint. I even, you know what? I'll sell you a Crawlmaster to put in it. Brushless and every stuff.
You mean the one that I just gave back to you?
Yeah, that one. Oh, he said it's $30 and costs about $100 to put electronics in, and it rips. See, Ryan said I think that shreddy boat is pretty sick. Cody said I've sunk 2 of them. One is still in the river, but they are so worth it.
So the one I was looking at, I forget what boat it was. It is brushless. It was.
Is it Traxxas?
It was not Traxxas, I don't think. But it does have the auto flip feature.
That's probably useful. That might be why Cody's is in the bottom of the river because it wouldn't flip back over.
Right.
Oh. I like it.
So I'm like, do I go that route, or I also thought about just printing something?
Seemingly the printing would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Yep. I found that in the house the other day. Forgot to bring it out. Put it in my pocket. And switched pockets from one pair of shorts to the other. So,
I was looking at this. The Lucas Oil 17-inch power boat racer, self-riding deep V. And you know I love me a deep V.
I know you don't.
I don't have one on right now, but
If you didn't know, Jordan is a V-neck connoisseur.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like $240.
I like the yellow one. You know which one the yellow one is?
The Miss Geico.
Yep. Yeah.
It's discontinued.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't the cool one be discontinued? And the red and blue one left.
But there's also the Traxxas
Villain or whatever it is, right?
No, that's an old one. At least that's what it looked like via the Facebook Marketplace.
Holy cow. Recoil? What I would assume BM Schaefer 87 is a fellow that is fairly close to us and will probably know a lot about the local terrain, especially the stairs and the hardwood down here.
Yeah, you think so?
Cody said it does like 40 miles an hour. And he said, no. I went to the big white water. It went under and never came back up. It has a self-righting feature. Doesn't have the anti-rapid though.
Cody, can I be that guy and be like, can you send me some info on that?
Files.
No, not even the files, like just more info on that so I can.
Don said, I have 2 brand new inbox jet boats. They're only about 12 inches long. They haven't come out of the box yet, and it's been more than a year. It sounds like how convenient that he has 2. And you know how many of us there are? 2! Look at it. It's like math be mathin', you know?
The math do be math.
Prop boats are fun, but I like jets better. I have a 24-inch V-hull, and the 16-inch jet boat can keep up. If I throw too much power into the V-hull, it will literally torque itself over. The problem being is, once again, Cody seemingly has the terrain and the ability to go to a whitewater area, whatever the hell, and play with these things. I'm not sure where we would have to go.
Well, I'm planning on going
Well, yeah, but
2.5 hours to my parents.
I don't go to that part of your parents' house. Yeah.
Haley, my cart's not big enough. I'm putting shit on the floor.
Well, that's inconvenient. I don't think these aren't tight, right?
What?
Are those screws still loose? Is that why I got such a gap?
I don't know.
I was hoping you did.
I didn't put yours together.
I'm gonna have to take the body back apart, but that's a project for tomorrow's math or next week's math. Something.
Do you have?
Oh my God! Bonsai Sports is in Carmel. They make an 84-inch long 2-cylinder twin engine boat. Badass. That's it. You might as well buy a real boat.
Do you have 10mm screws?
I doubt it. I don't have any screws really.
I guess I could just take these brass bushings out and run my kingpins. Right?
I mean, I can look though. Oh. I don't know. You may get lucky here. Hang on. Is that one the correct length?
No.
Okay. Well, shit. How about this?
I really just want something that I can drive around for. No, those are the same.
You know
It's
what?
fine. I'll just use these kingpins.
I give up. I can never make you happy.
But I just want to drive it around there by the dock for a little bit.
Dustin said he has a pond. We can come up there. But then again, we might as well go to the falls or something.
Yeah.
He's just as far as going to photo. You can fish easier with the jet. The jet boat is going to be more nimble. The prop boat's usually more stable. Both have their flaws with shit getting in the props. Teleguided said, I have the Pro Boat Blackjack 42. It's 42 inches long and goes like 60 mile an hour on 8S.
We'll just send it on down.
Ship it down here. Cody said you can adjust the jet. What? You can adjust the jet boat. I would not recommend jumping the prop boat. Oh, you can jump the jet boat. No, come up here. I miss you guys. Well, we miss you. You know what sucks is Dustin's just far enough away to where we could go to Dustin's house, but then you're also like, God, Dustin does not live close to us. You know?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, maybe it's time that we switch up the scenery here.
All right. So it sounds like I need to fire up the printer and just print one of those boats.
That's what it sounds like to me. Are you using this?
Yeah, I'm
You just need a little extra room?
swippy swapping the axles.
Schwippity swap. Gotcha. I also am schwippity swapping. Ow. My least favorite truck that I haven't driven in probably 2 years, but it is dirty.
What are you doing with it?
I am going to put a yellow jacket and a beekeeper in it. Because I like it enough as is, especially now that I've pinched it and dubbed it and all this other stuff, that I believe I'm going to try to get it running and maybe take it to Kentucky. The old Kentucky, you know what I mean?
What's in Kentucky?
The Rocktober. That's where they have rocks in October. Not sure the date yet, though. I really wish that we would kind of pick that up, tell you the truth. Like, get that going.
Yeah.
Because even though I can take off at any point in time, and my supervisor literally doesn't care, I would like to rent a motel, hotel, Airbnb, campsite, tent, something.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that'd be super cool.
Would be pretty legit.
Especially since it's the second week of August technically, right? And
My man. Thanks, Cody. Sorry.
no, you're good. And I mean, it's almost August. We've got about 7 weeks left till Rocktober.
7 weeks, huh? So, you remember earlier when you were like, Jordan, you gonna have anything else finished? Not a chance.
Yeah. I know. You're slower than fuck.
Well, I'm slower than fuck, and my priorities have changed.
Nerd. That's part of the problem. So, go on.
Yeah, I just got other shit to do.
I have to tell Mittens Kittens I got another slate for him.
Oh, mittens.
I enjoy that guy. You know what's funny? And I guess not funny, but another little point about Mitten. He's so freaking nice. Like, the dude is literally, I don't know, we've known him for a couple of years now. And every once in a while still, I'll say something, or I'll say something to him just being a smart ass or whatever, and he's like, I didn't upset you or anything, did I? I'm like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop that. I don't want to, I don't want to make you mad. I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here. Let's see. Dustin said, or maybe he's decided not to do it after the Mudfest. I do know better than that. He is still having it. Apparently, they were just talking about it the other day. I've seen some conversations about it. B33TU5. Anyone know if Fast Eddie bearings are already greased, or do I need to add bearing grease? I think they're all oiled. I don't know about greased, but I'm pretty sure they're already oiled. I don't know that you can get dry bearings really.
Well, I've never put anything in them.
I was gonna say, all the ones I've had, I'm pretty sure have all been oiled. If you did have another question, you could always reach out to Jim. Jim's bearings. I know Jim a little better, but I've met Eddie and I've talked to him a few times. Both of them are good dudes, so whatever you want to do, but I know I believe Jim usually has stainless, non-shielded, where seemingly Eddie has more racy kind of stuff. Like, where a little nip slip gets a little racy.
I was trying to figure out how to work that.
As soon as I said it, I was like, well, I gotta set this one up. But yeah. So, but I honestly don't know. It's already in my hands. Rebuilding a VFD twin. I gotcha. Really, honestly, the only two bearings you're gonna have to worry about would be the two outputs. I wouldn't even worry about any of the other ones. I would just jam a bunch of your favorite automotive grease in there and be done. Beatus, okay, like diabetes. Wilford Brimley, you know what I mean? You know who Wilford Brimley is?
Sounds familiar.
The Quaker, the Quaker Oats guy?
The diabetes guy?
Yeah, the diabetes guy. I guess I could have just said that, but you know, stupidity. Diabetes, damn it.
My bad.
It's okay. Diabetes. Yeah, you probably don't know him as the Quaker Oats guy. You're a little too young.
Oh, just a young whippersnapper.
You are a whippersnapper, that's for sure. You've snapped a bunch of whips, as far as I'm concerned.
Sure.
Sounded good. Exactly like diabetes. Nice. Okay. Dustin said, "I like Jim's stainless bearings. Basically, no maintenance needed." Yeah, there's that too. That's kind of what I think one of the main selling points is. To tell you the truth, of just, hey, you ever not wanted to worry about anything until it's real bad? Buy my bearings.
Buy my.
Diabetes.
All these random parts, not the parts I need.
Ain't that a bitch?
I know, I am young.
Yeah, Jordan is young. That's definitely one of the things that Doug and I realized real fast by being friends with him was we would bring up something and Jordan's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, oh yeah, you were still shitting in diapers whenever that was a thing.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
I can't wait to get this thing done and be like, this thing's stupid, and
sell
then have to pull these axles back.
Oh yeah, I know. Believe me, I've thought about that a lot. I'll pull everything out of it and then just sell the sliding chassis with a body on it to the very first person that asked me about it. I'll email that Korean guy and tell him that I sold it and he can kiss my ass.
Sea bass.
Yeah, sea bass. I learned something about sea bass the other day, but I don't remember what it was.
But it's not actually bass.
Maybe that was it. It was a Chilean sea bass.
Yeah.
It's not actually bass, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, yeah, it's not actually bass. It's some sort of shit fish.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They changed
They changed the name
name
and then sold it a bunch
to
of
sell it.
Yeah.
And then people are like, oh my god!
Ermagerd.
Oh my god!
It's bass. Like Billy. Where's the bass? Still haven't put him up, right?
Yeah, I don't know where to put it.
No.
I feel like he needs to go right there on that pillar.
Oh, yeah. Well, the lamp's kind of in the way.
Well, maybe if we got rid of the damn rabbit.
Oh, yeah, there's that too. Oops. That'll help. What is going on here? What are you doing? Why are you not doing the thing that I need you to do? There, feller. Sure.
What is your malfunction over
Dude,
there?
look at this. There we go. Finally sat down. I think it was up on the frame rail. That was part of the problem. Got it.
Rocktober is just like Beat the Creek,
Yep.
just not as big. So
Yet.
yeah,
I would say give it a few more years and Rocktober will be as big as Beat the Creek. Especially due to some of the factors that make Rocktober better. The weather's a big difference in that.
yeah.
But the nice thing about, or I guess the bad thing about Rocktober is it's in early October, so you can either be like, oh, it's really nice out. Or like that one year we went when every morning we went back there was frost on the tent and we froze our asses off for the first 3 hours.
Yep.
And then you were in pants and a t-shirt, and then randomly it was warm enough for shorts and a t-shirt for about 2.5 hours, and then it started going back down. You wanted to put pants back on, and then you put your jacket back on, and then you went home.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like this. Can you feel it? Featured in the first one. Oh, okay. That's fine.
What?
I literally just dumped that sticker, tried to go in the box, and it went right out of the box and kept on trucking. Rocktober is great. The very first Rocktober we went to was killer. There was 120 people there probably, which sucked because, you know, if you're trying to sell anything, 120 people is not real good odds. However, if you're going there just to hang out and do stuff, it was awesome. It was awesome. That was when it was just me and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just me and you went. You know, not a comp like Beat the Creek with way less people. Yep. Yeah, that's a definite thing that I've seen a lot is, and this is not against you, Ryan. It's like literally a thing. People asking if Beat the Creek is a comp. A lot of people think it's like a whole weekend competition thing or something.
Yeah.
I need softer springs in the rear. This has got a lot of that Jordan rake in it.
Is that a plastic drive shaft?
Yeah, it needs 2 fronts. And a lot of things that I've built over the last year or so has needed 2 fronts. So I have a lot of rear by themselves drive shafts. So
I didn't realize how many sets of F9s you had.
yeah,
A lot.
I think it was only 3. Pretty sure. I think it was only 3. Because I've got one under the LJ, one under here, and I believe the other set's under the pineapple, and that's it. Which I thought about changing. I thought about getting rid of the one under the pineapple. Going with the Lord's axle.
Yeah. I approve.
Yeah.
Joey, he gets the yellow jackets directly from Three Brothers.
Yep. I am a Three Brothers dealer, so I just make an order of about 12 of them, and with the intention of selling all of them, and I sell some.
1 for you, 3 for me.
That's how it ends up. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm really interested. Next time you order a yellow jacket and beekeepers and stuff, I want one." All right, so I order about 10 or 12 of them, and then I hit them up, and they either ghost me or they're like, "Oh, boo, sorry, bro. Whatever the hell, sold everything." Or
I had to fuck my chicken and
that is a very common answer. A lot of people fucking chickens these days.
fucking chicken fuckers.
Chicken fuckers. Yep. So that is where, Joey. And if you need anything, I can't remember where you're at, but if I see you, or if I will see you, you know, whatever, I can always bring some, like if you're going to Rocktober or BTC or, you know, whatever, or if you're going to be somewhere around. I can always get them and bring them. I usually try to keep a couple on hand, but it doesn't always work. That sucks. Balls. These springs are way too stiff for this thing. But it is what it is. Ow. Rob said, speaking of that, I did see the guy with the dog at the end of the day yesterday when we were leaving. Oh man, poor dog.
Poor dog.
I mean, you know that he does bad things to that dog in that park. That's what happens, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, one can assume.
Oh, you can definitely assume, for sure. It's a good looking truck if I do say so myself. I like it. I don't like it enough to finish it, but I like it. You know what I mean?
Can I have your shock pliers again?
Mother. Sorry. Let me get the Jeep back out of the way.
Hey, cool Jeep.
Oh, thanks. A bunch of douchebags made me build it. Peer pressured me until I said okay. I really hope it's cool. Like, as much time and effort as I'm putting into this thing, I really hope that we're like, oh, this is rad. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's gonna be rad.
Do you think so?
No.
God,
God damn.
I saw your hands shaking. That was
Well, I was trying not to.
excessive.
I hate these little. There we go.
Good.
Yeah, good.
You done?
No. Okay. Just got 4 more. What else you got to do?
Nothing. I'm just sitting down here burning up.
Black guy's still here?
The dog still had the help. The help me look on his face. Yeah. That poor dog. Poor dog. Speaking of, actually, now that I look at it, the Vision wheels that I took apart today. I don't know if anybody noticed or not, but I'm wearing one of the new Vision t-shirts that they are now making. I got it in the mail today, and I like it. I haven't washed it yet, but it is nice and long, because normally if it's available, I will take a 2XT, you know, cover my butt crack a little bit. Sometimes, you know, you reach up and you got hanging out, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But got my shirt from them. I like it a lot. I got a cool little picture thing of the trio of terror, as they call them. So I like them. They're good peoples.
For sure.
Dipper. What you doing?
Trying to find ball ends that fit F9.
You gotta get them Traxxas boys. See, what you need is a whole bag or a whole tote of links. Is that your spare link bag?
No, this is just spare shit that was on the table.
That seems inconvenient.
I feel like this is the same ball. Nope.
Oh, there you go.
Got one.
There's Meatloaf always said 1 out of 4 ain't bad.
Is that what he said?
No, that's not. You fellas have a good evening. You too, Rob. Joey's RC Life. How much are they? I do not remember. I don't have that memorized. Typically, for anybody that I see in person, it's MSRP. And then usually I can save you tax and shipping. like I said, I don't get huge, enormous discounts because I just don't move enough products. But if you're, like I said, if you're coming to Rocktober and I have it, then I can always help you out. Especially if we don't tell the government, you know what I mean? Oh, whoops.
Oopsies.
Whoopsie poopsie. You know one thing I don't like the bed on this.
Sorry.
I thought about cutting it all the way out and then like redoing it.
Yeah.
Because it still has bed under here. It's just very choppy. Chopped. I don't know. Definitely gotta do something. I may try to take it. You know what we need to do?
What do we need to do?
We need to set a legitimate. We're gonna go out and run these trails while we're down at Rocktober. Especially if we can get down there Friday. We get down there early Friday. Don't even set anything up. Just dump the shit out of the trailer and we go to like a trailer too.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Okay.
I like to say that I want to take the pineapple out on a whole trail, but I don't know if I want to deal with 4.3s and a 19-inch wheelbase in anything there. You know?
Yeah. Just stealing rod ends.
I do the same thing. That was the part I was wondering about. I was wondering if I was going to make it out of the rod end and then actually on the table or just yeet it into existence somewhere. Blind guy still here? I'm about to turn on that constant motion machine.
Go for it. It did get.
It's toasty down here, right? Okay, just making sure I wasn't crazy. So, whoa. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Beatus said something a while ago. I'm the newish person at the comps, an orange UTB 18, and got the two G13s from you a couple weeks back. Now I know who you are. Okay, got it. It's almost time to skedaddle anyway. We'll let you get these axles assembled. Oh, I know what it is. Haha, fixed it. It's the
Oscillating.
yeah, that thing. The escalator.
Go in your fucking hole.
I'm glad this is your table.
Why?
Because you just keep encroaching on me.
I have not moved.
Okay, you call it what you want.
Isn't this the halfway point?
I don't think so.
Well, considering my other arm is off the table.
You sound a lot like my wife. You're on my side of the bed.
Well, get on your own side of the bed.
I'm gonna smother you with a pillow tonight when we go to bed. I'm gonna continue eating all your
Haley's not gonna appreciate that.
Rice Krispies too. I'll kick her out of bed.
It's got became a really weird dynamic.
Okay. Opinions needed. Are you ready?
They're like assholes. You better watch out.
Building an R2 and four-wheel steer. Option 1. VFD twin with the stubby mod and VTA servo mounts with a Crawlmaster stubby. Or option 2. VFD twin, no stubby, with a Holmes 2-in-1. Man. How married are you to the BTA on the front? I have 2 Holmes 2-in-1s. I love them.
Alright, so these aren't gonna fit.
Good. I mean, sorry that happened.
Okay. Cool.
Joe said, I want to come, I got to get away there and back. Okay. Well, if you can figure that out, you let me know. Jordan and I will be there. He just said, I have a spare 2-in-1 and also have the Crawlmaster stubby. All options are available. Man, that's hard. What are you going to do with it?
It's gonna be his 1 unlimited.
Okay. He never said that, but I guess that's a good guess. Yep, comp on Sundays. If you're building a 1.9 Unlimited, I would go with the stubby, Crawlmaster, and the BTA steering. Agreed? For an actual We Rock comp truck, the ability to get the servo down that far, get the weight from the motor as low as possible, like or I guess as low weight as possible, back, and then that way you can lower the whole thing, is going to be way more beneficial than using the Holmes. Although once you use the stubby, it gets a little harder to package the interior because that brings everything back a little bit, but
Yeah.
that would be what I would do. Ryan said, what would be a good RIT dye color to dye a gray optic cage that goes good with bronze and sparkle blue panels? The bronze RIT dye is just going to look brown, so that's obviously out.
Yeah.
Gray? No, gray and bronze would look weird. I don't know if tan would actually show up. I don't know. I'm trying to think of any colors that I've seen together, because usually it's blue, black, and bronze if I see anything. Like a goldish yellow might not look bad. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to see that actually. I don't know.
I'm colorblind, so I'm.
Yeah, he's not going to help. Beta said, okay, and the remainder will be for a Pro Mod whenever I find a chassis for Pro Mod. Yeah. That's the hard part. Finding a chassis and one that works.
I need to find a unlimited chassis.
Those guys just did not look like they were having fun.
I know, but
I want to. Like, I want to, I think, more than anything.
So my thing is, and that's what keeps pushing me further and further
No problem, Beatus.
towards a Jeep based unlimited. Is,
Making it look like something?
well, I prefer it to look like something, but if I decide that unlimited is terrible, then it's a
No,
4-wheel
it's-
steer trail buggy.
Yeah. Instead of a moon buggy that you don't want to take out anyway.
Exactly.
See, the same thing though with building that Samurai, and you were saying, oh, just use that in Unlimited. I built it as a trail truck. I don't want to try and turn a trail truck into a comp truck.
True.
And if you've already got that in the back of your mind that, oh, it's not going to be that big of a deal if I hate this, I can just turn it into a trail truck. Are are you going to try as hard to continue the one line unlimited?
What do you mean?
So like, let's say this is your now one line unlimited. It's got rear stinger, right?
Okay.
If it's already capable of becoming a trail truck, you run one line unlimited once, and you're like, dude, fuck this. This is kind of stupid.
Well, you've seen me run the mini Capra month after month after month.
That's
even
true.
though I say
That's true, I guess.
this is dumb. I took home a first place trophy yesterday and still said, I didn't like that.
Actually, you said I'm gonna put this on Marketplace when I get home.
And then I didn't.
I personally, if I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna make any concessions. I'm not going to do shortcuts or what I would consider cut my own legs out from under me, just in case.
I won't either.
Plus, you're famous now, so what you could do is just build it. If you don't like it, then you can just throw it out there and be like, Nil Bear 19, specially built 1.9 unlimited. I'm thinking about doing something else. Don't need this one.
Cash me outside.
And people will be like, I mean,
If Chuck Norris was into RC crawling, what brand of crawler would he buy?
you, I,
That's a good question. Vanquish, maybe?
Chuck Norris has always seemed like a cheap ass to me. He'd probably,
Traxxas.
yeah, he'd probably be a TRX4.
TRX4, beat the ever living fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not steer worth a damn.
Just go, you're gonna do what I say the whole time.
Yeah.
Tommy said if I wouldn't have shit the bed on my last course, I would have been in the running for Mini yesterday. That is how quick things can change, for sure. Especially now that more people are getting into it, and for the most part, not me included, the scores are getting tighter and tighter. With, I mean, you're
The
talking,
Mittens Kittens has arrived.
oh, look out! Can't have too much brass on a TRX4. Dang Skippy. Darn Skippy.
I was impressed though. In the mini class, second place was 22 points behind me.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of another thing, like, in all honesty, my score wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't like William and I did just flat horrible. It just
no,
seemed...
no, we did flat horrible.
I don't think so.
Did you look at those scores?
That doesn't mean we
Like
did horrible.
way the fuck negative for the first four, and then
I understand that. But
way
we're-
positive.
No, we weren't way positive. It's not like we got 60 points on each course. We didn't point out every time.
No,
You know, we didn't get
I think fifth place
130.
had 8 points. Everyone else was like negative 40 plus.
Okay, well, you know. Use that as fuel to get better, sir. You know? All those things. Positivity and shit. Cold Crawl said he would have a Traxxas Highboy, for sure. With the chrome roll bar in the back and every stuff.
Hell yeah.
Tommy said, did you point out on any? I did not.
I did not. The second course, I was at 49 points. 48 points, something like that.
I don't remember what my death course was, where I just blew the whole possibility of doing well. I'm pretty sure it was course 3. I wasn't terribly far behind 1 and 2, I don't think. I think I had like a negative something and like a negative 6 or something. I can't remember. I wasn't doing bad, but I did hot garbage ass on course 3, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or no, it was 2. It was the one on that back, the back riprap shit. That was when
That was 3. Course 3.
it was course 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when? That was when Rob was like, you can't hit anything else. You're at 49 points right now.
Yeah.
Or did I point out on that one? I can't remember. That was yesterday. Yeah. I wouldn't put it past Chuck to buy a Traxxas TRX4 and put a 90s Dodge body on it. For sure. 94, 95 extended cab short bed. Big old chrome roll bar with the in the back, you know what I mean?
Tommy said course 3 mini. I was at 48 with 1 minute and had to get through gate 4 or 5 and finish.
Who wouldn't it? It was me and somebody else that barely made it out, right?
Well, he's talking about.
No, I mean on Pro Mod. I had one where I barely made it yesterday, and then somebody else also. Who was that?
Course 2, I made it out within a few seconds.
Yeah, was it you?
Yeah.
Todd was like, "You have 13 seconds," and then I thought somebody else.
Yeah, that was somebody else.
Somebody I was timing, and I was like, "You have 12 seconds," and they were like going through gate 5 and just kind of like rolling, and I was like, 7 seconds. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, move. Let's go.
Who I forget who that was
I
because
thought it was Todd, but I could be wrong.
but Rob was like, "You technically finished."
Yeah. Yeah. Hi again, I'm out of the mountains. What did I miss? Can you give me a recap? Pedal on the right. Exactly, Tommy. We did things. We discussed LJ things. Swapped some axles. I looked at mine a lot.
Yeah.
Put a motor in this, and we ate some Rice Krispies.
Mainly discussed RC car topics.
For the most part.
Mixed in a little RC boat action,
We did do that. A little
which is
traveling.
apparently a touchy subject with Matt.
Just a second. So, but I am ready to head southernly.
Good.
Fuck you then.
I'm ready for you to also head southernly.
That does look good.
You think so?
I think so.
That looks giant back there.
It is giant. That's a monster size tire in 9th scale, basically. It looks better than this dumb shit, though.
Well, with the cage work, it would be here if I do it.
I hate it.
What? Problem solved.
Oh, dang. That's the tailgate everybody was telling me that I needed to get. I don't know. I kind of like it with no tailgate. I'm not sure I'm going to put taillights in it either.
No?
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't decided yet. Ain't that deep for me. I also thought about building some like off the back of my cage, like some little side pods. That way the whole fender could be wrapped around and protected and the lights are up here. I don't know. Maybe that's terrible. I'm not sure. Judging by the look on your face, I'd say that's a terrible idea.
I wasn't really sure how that would pan out.
I don't know. Not real sure. Don't really care. Not a Jeep guy. Just winging it as I see it.
God, you sound like teleguided.
What?
Not a Jeep guy.
I couldn't build a Toyota either, so I don't know what you want from me. Let's see. No boats for me. Cody said it levels out the truck. Yeah, kinda.
Well, this shock is also not connected, so
Yeah. Thomas said, take it easy, ladies. See you in a couple weeks. Traveling to the Carolinas next week, so probably won't get to see the live. Somebody call no ambulance. Alright. Well, you be careful going to the Caroliners.
don't squat your truck.
Sure. Alright. Anything else?
Okay, love you, bye.
Alright. Okay, love you. Bye.
It's been fun.
It's been a blast. It was okay. Well, it wasn't that good. Well, actually, it kind of sucked. It was terrible. Woo!
You don't have any idea what that's even from.
Nope.
So.
Is that the printed give me file money print body?